little fun. Come on, everybody, let's get to work. I'm learning on the job with Colin Mochrie, Canada's biggest improv star.
I don't really fit here.
No.
A lot of times I feel like Jethro.
We've been to LA.
Mr. Peter Jordan. Peter, come on up here.
Where I performed at the world-famous Improv Comedy Club.
Are you Mickey Mouse?
And we went behind the scenes at a taping of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
It's the easiest show in the world to do. There's nothing to do. It's easier than your show.
Now we're in Halifax, where I'm going to get to try Colin's job as the newest member of This Hour is 22 Minutes.
I love Halifax.
It's more a Toyota Corolla kind of town.
Yeah, it's relaxed. It's not pretentious in any way. I'm fitting in with the common people, which is really important.
And his new job is as different as LA is from Halifax.
There's actually more work to this.
That might be a bit later.
22 Minutes is not an improv show. Here Colin writes, rehearses,
Graceland laid off 50 people. The employees in question have now left the building.
gets intricate makeup,
Don't forget Patty. I put pants on.
tapes skits,
Hey, good morning!
and that's all before they even get to the live taping of Canada's hit parody newscast.
This is the writers. This is what they do. They keep them behind glass, just like monkeys. Yeah.
Our day begins trying out jokes for tonight's show.
Kind of brutal, like, do you get a lot of stuff rejected, or?
Oh yeah, you gotta have a thick skin. The owner of Starray TV, an illegal UHF broadcaster in Toronto, says over 1,000 people watch his pirate television service. However, experts say technically he should double the figure because most pirates wear one of those eye patches.
Is it half? Yeah, but if
Let's kill the joke.
no, one half.
The cast, producers, directors, and writers get together to read through everything that's been written for that night's show.
Who decides what jokes will go in?
Mark, he's a producer. I guess creative producer.
Want to read this joke, Peter?
Newfoundland and Nova Scotia continue to argue over the location of the underwater border between them. Arbitrators hope to settle the dispute by hauling up lobsters and seeing how many have wristwatches set half an hour later than the rest of Canada.
Hey, folks. We'll probably stay.
Is it in the read, or?
No, that was very good.
You mispronounced the province. Nah, you nailed it.
Okay, fine. I'm going to have to work on my delivery or my joke if I'm going to be on the show tonight.
Don't say you're with me.
Wasn't I told I was adopted?
It's Colin Mochrie. He's everywhere.
Next, Colin gets into character to tape this week's skit.
This is Max Pointy, who looks very similar to Rex Murphy, but it's not actually him.
Don't get me wrong. I abhor young people as much as anyone who watches CBC.
It always starts off, you think he's about to make some sort of salient points, but then you find out he's just absolutely mad.
This. The young people have got it right. The Senate needs Pamela Anderson.
Ted, right. And what does he do at the bank? He gets our checks.
Who's this?
I don't know.
He's a backbencher.
Making fun of commercials is a big part of the show, and it's a big part of the workday. Each skit takes hours to do.
Do you hear those voices? Maybe it's the delivery guy.
What delivery guy? When I tried to use the phone, you chained me to this chair.
Liar.
I find this part fun. Watching a piece that we filmed and seeing it come to life. It's always great to see it in its finished form.
This is a nice place.
Thank you.
I'm really hungry.
Well, you better get cooking. You don't expect me to cook for you, do you?
Well,
Do you?
maybe they deliver.
That is acting, my friend.
That's brilliant, eh?
The show taping is still a couple of hours away. Colin's going to make up to get ready for the big newscast. I'm going to the writer's room because I need some help to come up with something funny to do in the show tonight.
I guess it starts here, right? The
funny parts.
Anything funny. Comes out of here.
Comes out. Don't show that part.
I have to come up with a joke tonight, and I'm wondering, like, where do you start?
You just get a headline, like, look at this. Package to make rich richer. It's like pregnant with comedy.
That's right. Usually you summarize the story in one sentence, and then a second sentence is a joke.
A recent count showed 404,000 rules and regulations on the books. They want to cut 150 rules every day.
We'll be allowed to loiter now.
Right.
Stuff like that. Like rules you can run with scissors, you will be able to loiter. Like that kind of stuff, you know?
What about something like this? Health Canada has a new survey about why kids don't like broccoli. You said surveys?
Surveys are good. Broccoli's funny word.
Vegetables.
Run with it.
Nothing funnier than vegetables.
Can't
go wrong, buddy. Can't go wrong.
So highlight that one.
Comedy gold. Cut it out or highlight it.
Okay. It's a Health Canada thing. So I was thinking, like, what about if we played it off against something that children do eat, like chocolate?
No.
Kids won't eat broccoli. What do you think?
No.
Suddenly, from right out of my head, comes an inspiration.
This is cool, right? That, fussed over like.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you're next. Am I?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who put ice in my water?
So do I read it off a sheet here?
See the camera? There's actually a teleprompter in it. That's your joke right there.
Oh, yeah, okay. According to a recent joint communique from Health... Oh, and it goes.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Well, no, there's nothing down here. There's no pedals or anything. They're doing it up in the
foot pedal
in the
or
booth.
something. I thought maybe.
No. So remember, you just sell it. You can do it serious, like a serious anchor. You can do it with a twinkle in your eye. It's up to you. And if it bombs, then you do a little twitch or a plea for understanding.
Okay.
I find I do that a lot. You're like, huh, hey, I'm trying.
The audience is arriving. Final touches for the cast.
We're rolling. Thanks for watching.
Here we go. Greg Toomey starts it off with a killer joke. It's going to be a great show.
To be targeted by enemy missiles, a Sea King would actually have to be in the air.
Two zookeepers from the Toronto Metro Zoo.
Kathy Jones has just got a great delivery.
An Ottawa bylaw that prohibits panda handlers downtown.
Wait a minute, is that my cue?
According to a recent joint communique from Health Canada and the National Vegetable Marketing Board, a survey of the nutritional habits of more than 3,000 Canadian children has revealed that the difference between broccoli and boogers is kids won't eat broccoli. Are we off yet?
We will be.
Next!
No surprise, the live taping goes ahead with me behind the scenes, not behind the desk.
By hauling up lobsters and seeing how many have wristwatches set half an hour later than the rest of Canada. I always thought I was fairly limited as what I could do as an actor, because I don't have, this will be a shock, the stunning good looks of like an ingenue. I mean, I'm doing something I love, so this is like the perfect life for me.
And the gloves are off when we find out about the art of the goalie mask.